yoga video will be on our hands and our knees. We're going to start with the downward dog, but you do not have to. You can step back, walking the hands down the legs, bending the knees, take one foot back, then the other. You mean your downward dog, or you can be in a puppy dog, or just sit back to the child's pose, breathing in through the nose, and exhaling. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Now we all are going to come onto the knees if you're not already on the knees. We're going to do a circular motion with your hips. So we're going to think of a clock leaning forward to the 12, then push the hips over to the number 3, the 6, and the 9. A nice circular motion with the hips, loosening up around the waistline. Now, next time you come forward, I want you to hold to the front and then push your hip over to that number 3. So we're stretching down along the side of the body. Breathing in through the nose. You can be on your hands or you can be on your elbows or one of each. So as that hip pushes out to the number 3. Holding, holding. One last big breath in. We're going to lean forward, go counterclockwise. The 12, the 9, the 6, and the 3. Nice circular motion around the room. We're going to come back forward to the 12 and then push the hip over to the number 9. You can be on the elbows or the hands. You choose what your body needs today as we stretch along the outside of that hip. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Now we're going to come back forward to the center and come onto all fours. Now your hands might be getting a little bit tired, so we're going to go onto our elbows, extending out the left leg for a sunbird. We're going to bend the knee and then push the heel up to the sky. So we're tightening the glute. We're trying to stretch out the front of the hip as that knee bends, heels lifting up, breathing in through the nose, and out through the nose. One last big breath in, and the knee's going to come down. We're going to shift sides, extending out, flexing the foot on that right leg, and bending the knee, pushing the heel up towards the sky, holding for our sunbird. So it's really going up towards the sky, feeling the stretch on the hip, tightening the glute, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now from here, we're going to go into a pose, bringing the knee down, called our child's prayer. We're going to dig your toes into the mat to kind of stretch the arch of the foot. We're going to push the hips back. Hands actually walk forward, and then we lower the elbows to the mat. Bring the hands together to a prayer. Bend the elbows so the hands come behind the head. Lower the shoulders down so we stretch the bicep, the tricep, all of the arm here, and into the upper back. We're going to lower the hands down, slowly lift up to all fours. Now as we do so, we're going to go to an extended cat. So we're holding on to the mat with either our hands, our fists, if our wrists are hurting, or we can be on our elbows. We're going to extend out the left leg so the leg extends. And then if you would like to add the arm, take the opposite arm forward. So it's our extended cat. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We're going to take one last big breath in, lower hand and leg down, change sides, so extend out the right leg. You can be on your hand or on the fist or the elbows. We extend out the opposite arm. For our extended cat, we're trying to lift the torso or lift from the belly button up. The weight of gravity likes to pull our organs down to the ground, so we know how to keep the center straight like a flat back, flat tabletop. One last big breath in. We're going to lower the knee, lower the hand, sit back to a regular child's pose. From here, we're going to sit a little bit taller, coming up onto the knees for what we call the Z pose. Hips pushing forward, stretching the front of the legs.
belly button still pulling in, shoulders roll back and down, but this is where we need to be gentle and careful with the neck. So I want you to tuck the chin in, and we're really thinking of pushing the hips forward. That may be all the stretch we need. It turns into a camel if you place your hands on the lower back, but we're actually doing a Z. So we're going to lift your hands up, chin tucking in, and then feel as if you're leaning back to lift up the stack of books that are in your hands. We're lifting, pushing the hips forward, leaning back to lift the hands. Shoulders do not lift. Chin is still in, so the neck is nice and loose. And our letter Z pose. We're going to take one last big breath in, lower the hands down, sit straight back up. And then we're going to walk your hands forward. We're going to lay down on the front of your mat. As we lay down here, I'm going to have you extend out the left arm, dig your fingertips into the mat, adjust your body so the shoulder can go into the mat, and then we look the other direction to the right. So as you do so, we're stretching the front around the shoulder and the pectoral muscle. We're going to lower the head down so you're relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Now you can stack your hips if you would like. You can place your right foot on top of the left foot, or the left foot might even, you might find that the right foot falls behind the left foot. If it's uncomfortable to lift the hips off of the mat, keep the hips down. Breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to lower back onto your stomach. Extend out your right arm, fingertips push into the mat, adjust the shoulder, look over to the left. We're going to stack the hips if you would like. But we are resting the head down on the mat, closing the eyes, holding the stretch but not the breath. Continue breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Make sure you listen to your body, go at your own pace. If anything hurts, I want you to not do it. Just back off, wait till the next pose. There should not be pain in yoga. We're going to lower back down onto our stomach. We're going to inhale, lifting our chest off of the mat, hands going out to the side. Toes can come up if you would like. This is our prone cobra. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Holding. We're going to lower the hands down, reach to the front, add a little swimming motion if you'd like, or just stretch. We're going to drag the hands to the center, elbows push into mat, shoulders roll back, chin tucks in to our sphinx, like the front of the Egyptian pyramid, sitting tall, proud, and majestic. Breathing in and exhaling out. Inhaling and exhaling. Now from here, we're going to bend the left knee. The left foot bends, comes towards your shoulder. Not maybe all the stretch you need as we push that hip, leaning over to the left a little bit. So you really feel the stretch coming from the knee to the hip, the quadricep muscles that's touching the leg, the floor that's on the front of the leg. If you would like, you can reach back, holding onto the foot, the sock, the pant leg, in the bow. It can be with the same hand or an opposite hand or no hands. Just listen to your body. You've probably seen it before with both legs bent and both arms back. You do not have to do that. We're doing one at a time. We're going to release this left leg down, bend it, straighten the knee, get all tension out of the knee. Now we're going to change sides, bending that right knee, pushing that right hip into the mat. Just kind of lean over, pushing the hip down and in. You can reach back with the same hand or the opposite hand. You get to choose today what your body needs. Listening to the body. We're really stretching the front of the leg here. This is very important because throughout the day we sit down in a chair, car, couch, computer. As we do so, that knee is coming in towards the chest. We're trying to reverse that direction, that tension on that tiny little hip flexor muscle. I'm going to take one last big breath in here. Release, bend and straighten the knee. We're going to bend both knees, let the legs sway side to side in a pendulum or windshield wiper. Great job. We're going to lower the legs down. We're actually going to go right into a sleeping crocodile. We're going to walk your elbows forward, dig your toes into the mat, come forward just a little bit, kind of walk the feet out to the side as the toes dig into the mat. Wiggle the heels back and forth. And then keep the heels on the inside, toes turn on the outside. Use the toes to kind of lift up the knee to adjust so the inside of the leg is kind of touching the floor. So we're turning the legs out. We're going to take opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Walk the elbows out, kind of folding the arms, and rest your head down on the arms. Closing the eyes. Breathing in through the nose. We're trying to slow the breath here. So we're inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in through the nose. Think of expanding the rib cage as you inhale. Exhale through the nose. Bring the belly button to the spine to empty out all the air, all the toxins in the lungs. Really the average person only uses the top 2/3 of their lung capacity, so the bottom 1/3 is full of old stagnant air. So we're trying to release that stagnant air. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale, empty, 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 release. One last big breath in through the nose. And exhale out your sleeping crocodile. We're going to open your eyes, place your hands underneath your shoulders for your sleeping crocodile. We're going to come up to all fours now. We're going to sit back to a wide angle child's pose or a frog pose. So the hips push back. We can lower the shoulders, lower the chest. Turn the head either way, whichever way feels comfortable for your neck, or you can look forward. Spread the fingertips wide, lower the shoulders and elbows down. In your frog pose or the wide angle child's pose, wherever it feels comfortable for your arms. Always remember to adjust if something hurts or bothers you. One last big breath in. We're going to lift up to all fours, hand underneath the shoulders. Bring the knees to the center. We're going to sit back to our child's pose. Rock side to side, kind of adjust the hips as we rock, melting down into the child's pose. Now we're going to walk both hands over to the left side. As we do so, we're going to bring that right arm kind of across the body. I want you to dig your fingertips into the mat and lower the shoulder down towards the ground. You can rest the head on the mat if you'd like. So you feel that stretch come across the body. You might even put the left hand on top of the right hand as it comes across to make sure the fingertips don't move or slide. Nice big breath. Inhale, expanding that rib cage. Exhale out, melting down. We're going to slowly lift up, walk the hands back to the center, and around to the other side. Kind of adjust the hips if you need. But you're going to have the left hand in front, right hand might sit on top of that left hand. As we lower the shoulder down, lower the head, and kind of breathe into the stretch. Slowly walk the hands back to the center. You can hold here in your child's pose for as long as you would like. And when you're ready, just slowly lift up. Lean to the side or bring one knee forward to stand back up. Whatever you need to do.